What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today I'm going to tell you how I feel about the Canik MC9, if it's going to replace any of my main carry firearms, and actually where it ranks on my overall liking of firearms. Now, oh shoot, oh my goodness, a flashlight! I want to get monetized guys, sorry. So yeah, that's going to be the Hellcat. We're just going to remove this one from the video. Whew. That was a close one. Wouldn't want something on your firearm that could potentially help you be more accurate, identify the person that could potentially be harming you and your family. Wouldn't want that, right? I don't get it. Anyways, let's get into the actual video. You know I gotta throw my jabs when I can at YouTube. It is what it is. But Canik MC9. So far it's been reliable. Only have about 220 rounds through it. 200 rounds of Winchester white box. 20 rounds of gold dots, 124 grain. And I really like this thing. Honestly, the hype is pretty real behind it. Now, I know a lot of marketing dollars behind it. I've also seen a lot of videos talking about issues with theirs. But mine's been a gem. I love this thing. This is a great firearm. If you have $450 to spend, there's two ways you can go, which we're going to get into. But this is an awesome firearm. A great first carry firearm is what I will say. And the reason I'll say that is because stuff like the Springfield Army Hellcat, people think is snappy because it is compared to other stuff. You know, 40 cals are snappy, or 40 Smith & Wesson. The Shield Plus is a Micro 9, a little bigger than your average Micro 9, but it is still a little snappy. The MC9 really handles recoil well. Very little muzzle flip, and it just is ergonomic, which the ergonomics definitely play a role in fighting that recoil. So I would say this is a great first carry firearm simply because, A, mine has been reliable. 2, like I said, the ergonomics and being able to handle that recoil. But 3, it's just a good overall package. It comes with a lot right away, right out of the box, and could be a great starting firearm for basically anyone because you can still shoot it well. It comes with a holster. You can throw a light on it if this is going to flex into your home defense when you get home, as well as your everyday carry. It's light enough and small enough to conceal, but at the same time, it's big enough to shoot really well. I mean, what more can you ask for? Maybe just some night sights. That's definitely on my list before I start carrying it. And also 200 more rounds. I already told myself I'm going to put 200 more rounds through it just because of some of the videos I've seen, and also run some different hollow points through it. And if it handles it, I mean, what more can I say than it handles it? But is this going to take over for my other firearms based off how it shoots and how it performs? It is definitely going to jump up the list on my favorite firearms to carry. That's a fact. Will it take number one? No, it will not. The Glock 26, is my go-to. I just shoot this the best. It's that simple. I can shoot, inch groupings from, 20 yards. I mean, this thing is just my go-to. I absolutely love this thing. This is really my go-to, and I really mean that. And I don't care about when it was made and all that. It's just a great, reliable firearm that I can trust my life with, right? And that's just what I'm used to. Next, you guys know that the Springfield Army Hellcat is my next. I like this because it is so small. Notice something on here, and with that Glock 26, they're all thicker firearms, right? They're a little bigger than your average Micro 9. Even the Shield Plus, you could say, is a little bit bigger because it is. It's thinner, but it's bigger. I like thicker firearms just simply for shootability and so on for everyday carry. But something like the Hellcat can flex into a really small package, a really nice shooting package with basically everything right out of the box, so sights. And this is a really nice choice for the summertime, going to the park, going on walks, doing stuff with the family, that whole sort of thing. So the Hellcat is definitely not losing its place simply because of its size. That is that one small firearm that I really enjoy carrying and really enjoy shooting. Does that mean that the Canik MC9 is bad? No, it's not. Like I said, I have a lot of firearms, and this is jumping up pretty high, right? Next is my Shield Plus. I absolutely love shooting my Shield Plus. Now, if you have $450, these are the two firearms I would recommend, or the CZ-P10S. But for everyday carry, something light, but at the same time that can flex into home defense with a big enough magazine, I think the Canik outdoes the Shield Plus simply just because the rail, if you only had one firearm, you'd want a rail for home defense, a light on your firearm. But overall, the best value, I think, is the Shield Plus still, in my opinion. But the MC9 is not far behind, and these two being compared is saying a lot about the Canik because everyone knows this Shield Plus is a reliable, awesome shooter. Therefore, the fact that it's even being mentioned together, respect to the MC9. I love this thing. But no, it will not take its place compared to the Shield Plus, which I don't even carry the Shield Plus that much anymore. I've been carrying a bunch of different firearms for reviews and stuff like that, but love the Shield Plus. Definitely going to start carrying that again. Now, let's get the Glock 26 out of the way. Will it take its place over my Glock 27? Well, honestly, it could. I don't carry my Glock 27 as much as I used to. I used to love this thing. This used to be my everyday carry, like for a long time. This was my go-to. And I love 40. I love putting, right now I got Civil Liberty Defense rounds as my 40 cal ammo of choice, and they just run great out of this firearm. Reliable, you know, honestly, when it comes down to the two, it just depends how I'm feeling that day. You know what I mean? I love my Glock 27, but the Canik MC9 is definitely up there. Now, will it replace my M&P 2.0 subcompact? Now, these two are very similar in size, just like the Glock 26. This one's just longer. Will it replace it? You know, the versatility that the Smith & Wessons and the Glock 27s and the Glock 26s still have it, but there is a lot of versatility when it comes to magazine options for the MC9. So, I mean, it's give or take. Honestly, it could. I mean, this is a great firearm. The fact that I'm even mentioning the two in the same statement, saying, you know, one could take the other one, should let you know about the MC9. This is a great, awesome firearm. Chances are, though, it's not going to replace those firearms. I'm just so used to shooting them. I've spent a lot of time putting rounds through this since I've gotten it. I've put a lot of rounds through my Glock 27, my Shield Plus, and so on. The Canik MC9, I just need more time with. It's got a great trigger, great ergonomics, great texture. Like I said, this is an awesome value right out of the box. If you're a first-time purchaser, this is a great package. It just is the perfect size. I'm telling you guys, this is the perfect size Micro 9. I think Canik did an awesome job. But because it is a cheaper firearm, just beware. Canik gives you all that stuff in the box, right? The holster, the tools, the backstrap. All that little stuff does cost more, right? The optics cut, it does cost more. You know, an optic cut takes time. A rail takes time to engineer, and then, you know, when they're actually making the firearms and so on. So you got to think about all that little stuff. And then when you get a firearm that's around $420 to $450, you just got to remember it is a cheaper firearm and a less well-known firearm for being reliable. The Glock 26, the Shields, the Hellcats, those are all known for being reliable firearms for years and years. This is a new offering, and at the same time, a little bit cheaper offering. So just test yours is all I'm trying to say. It's a great firearm. I love my Canik MC9. Trust me, I will be carrying this once I put more rounds through it this weekend, and once I get a holster for it. That's the main thing, is waiting on a good holster to come out for it. I'll probably end up getting a Vetter or, you know, Blacksmith Tactical for it, but I will be carrying this thing. I love this thing. To say that it's number 6 on my list or whatever that is, that's a big statement for me. So, love this thing. Plan on getting more rounds with it downrange. Thanks for watching.